Welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. My name is Mark Hoffman and today I'm going to be taking you around our beautiful Pajero Exceed. A lot to talk about. This car has a lot of options I really like. We'll start off at the front. Most of this video is going to be about condition of the car. Now obviously we'll start on this side here. We do have factory fitted HID headlights. Really change the way you drive at night, give you a nice clear cutoff and really bright lights. You won't need spotlights with these. Really good. Little washer jet there to keep them nice and squeaky clean. Got our fog light below it as well. All chrome surround, chrome grille as well. One thing to note, couple of minor blemishes just here on the front bumper bar, minor stone chips there. Coming around to this side, no sign of stone chips or anything on this side as well. Coming onto the driver's side of the vehicle, I'm getting a bit lost here. We obviously have great condition Dunlop Grand Trek tyres. They'd be almost brand new or very close to it, and an unmarked alloy wheel. On the Exceed, this one is presented in pearl white. Really nice colour. Obviously a bit cloudy today, but in the bright sunlight does change quite a bit for the colour. Then again, we've got the driver's chrome mirrors here with the indicators in the mirrors as well. Side steps, chrome trim running down the drawer, chrome door handles. We do have tinted windows in this car. The back ones do look darker, obviously with the privacy glass, than the front ones. Our aftermarket person, Jesse, could probably help you with that. Coming down the side of the car, I can't see any real signs of scratching or nicks or anything on the vehicle. That's just a little bit of polish from when we had it cleaned. I'm really struggling to find anything. A couple of little bits of dirt on the car, that's it. At the back here at this wheel, unmarked wheel yet again. I use that word very carefully. It is unmarked and a great condition, if not brand new tyre on the back of this one as well. Coming around the back of the Exceed now, just to let everyone know you bought the best one, you do get an Exceed badge there as well. Above that, clear taillights, direct inject diesel, which we'll talk about in a moment. At the back here, we do have the reverse sensors. Two of them are on the rear bar, two of them are on the rear tyre. We do have an Anderson plug, which probably the little cover there's just fallen off. I'll pop that back on. Anderson plug there, as well as the standard 9-pin flat plug and a tow bar as well, rated to 3-ton towing these cars. There's a little mark here just on the rear tyre there. That might actually buff out. I'll have our detailer have a look at that actually. Coming down this side of the car, as the camera pans around, you would see any nicks or dents in the camera there as you get a nice long shot down it. And there is none of that on this car. Really clean example. This being the concrete evil gutter side of the road, this is where you'd commonly see gutter rash if there was to be any. None of that here. This car, I don't even think it's parked near a gutter there, that clean. Unmarked alloy wheel at the back, excellent condition tyre there. No signs of fingernail marks or anything in the door, not a scratch or a nick on these doors. The side skirts as well, quite often with a Pajero, you get them off road and you do see scratching along them. There is none of that here. Up to the front, the last of the wheels, no scratches or nicks on this one either, and a great condition tyre. Overall, the condition of this car is absolutely stunning. Around to the front of the Pajero Exceed now, as you can see, the sun is coming out. One thing you might see from your angle, the pearl white just in there when the sun's hitting it, a great colour in this car. There's a little latch there. Obviously the secret is releasing the latch inside first, but we've done that. Bonnet up out of our way. Now what you're looking at there is 3.2 litre, 4-cylinder, direct injected intercooled turbo diesel. There's a lot of words, but what it equates to is 147 kilowatts of power, 441 newton meters of torque. That's combined up to a 5-speed sports automatic with 4-wheel drive range in it as well. It's going to deliver you on average 9 litres to the 100. Out of an 88 litre tank, you're going to get in excess of 970 kilometres to a tank. It's a great power and great economy. Due to the magic of video editing, we've gone from the front to the back of the Pajero Exceed now. A lot to talk about at the back of this car actually. Simple option of opening up the rear tailgate. Unlike my Toyota, it does open the normal way, so you can get shopping to it nice and easily. Lock it away, so on a windy day it's not going to shut. On the tailgate, we do have a little spot here. I'm just going to walk across the shop quickly. Little spot here for tools and other such things. Little handle there if you want to strap something in. Nice handle there as well to close it from the inside. 2 speakers as well as the bolts there to undo the tyre so you can get through to it. Back across again, you'll notice a lot to talk about. We have got it set up in full cargo mode at the moment. The seat is rolled forward there. Now we're getting ahead of ourselves there, but the cream leather we'll talk about quite a bit in a little while because it's my favourite colour of leather actually. In the back here, 12-volt socket just there for your fridge or other accessories, or if the kids in the back have an iPad and want to charge it. Over on the left, something I like to see, that is actually the delivery sticker there on the Rockford Fosgate. That hasn't been taken off. Under that is stainless steel little thing. Now you'll see the Rockford Fosgate audio sounds really, really good in these cars. Have the genuine Mitsubishi Pajero cargo liner there. What I'm just going to quickly do is actually just pop that out of the car and show you the rear seat in this car. There we go, carpet. As you can see, carpet looks unmarked, really, really clean here at the back. The cargo liner has definitely done its job. We pop out the little piece of card there, revealing us the third row seating. Pop it up, pop it into there, grab your little handle and pull it all the way back. Quite simple. Here's something to note. I reckon that cargo liner has been on this car all its life because still in original bags. So have never had a head on them. Maybe you could be the first. Pop them back into their little nook there, and everything you'd want to see in the back of this car is there. One thing to note with the Exceed, we'll get my cameraman to tilt up and have a look at the roof. We do have the family pack on this one, being the Exceed. You do have air conditioning for all 3 rows of seats, so everyone can be comfortable. Alright, we're inside the Exceed now, and an amazing place to be. Really comfortable in this car. For a very capable off-roader, you have a great comfort. One thing I want to do is I'm going to get my cameraman to actually have a look at the seat here. A little bit of a thing with this car, to order this color combination with pearl white and the Paris leather, you actually had to wait around 5 months to get the car into the country. Really rare to get the Paris leather in these cars. It really does. It's one of actually Rolls-Royce's things. A pillar of luxury is having light in the car. Having a light colored interior makes it feel so much bigger, and a really comfortable leather as well. Really nice place to be. But I digress. Let's go over here. We'll start the normal video tour. Obviously on our driver's door we have a color-coded Paris leather and black door here. We've got power window switches here, as well as the lock, and we can lock the doors if you're driving through a bad neighborhood, I suppose. Chrome door pull here as well. Really nice steel. It's not plastic. That nice weighted. Feels very good. Behind that, so I'll just move the steering wheel so the camera can see a little better. We have our mirror controls here. Now with the Pajeros, if you hit the lock button 3 times on the key, the mirrors do close, and then unlock 3 times, they automatically do open. Or if you just want to, you can hit the little button. Mirrors fold away quite happily if you're in a small street or a car park. Up from there, we got a headlight switch. Probably should set that to automatic. When it gets dark, they'll come on automatically. There'll be a little button on top of the headlight switch. That's for the headlight washers. If I pop that, you can't actually see it because we're a bit high up, but the headlights just got squirted with water to keep them nice and clean. On the steering wheel here, wood grain, black leather, no signs of any sort of wear in here where you'd expect to see wear on it. Really comfortable as well. Obviously with the Exceed, you can adjust the steering wheel, both height and actually just height adjustment in the Pajero. I forgot the seat's fully adjustable. You don't need height adjustment in it. It works quite well for reach. Now in this, we do have our cruise control here on our right thumb. We do have the Bluetooth phone connectivity down the bottom here, as well as our audio controls here for that great Rockford Fosgate sound. Pump it up. On the left side of this car, we do have the wipers, both front and back controls here, as well as the automatic wiper feature here. You can set to how extreme you want the wipers to come off, with a little bit of mist or with the full amount of rain. You can adjust the severity of it. I like to have it pretty sensitive, so you get a bit of mist, they come on automatically. Above that, we've got our dash cluster here. Got a nice, simple, easy to read tacho and temperature gauge. We do have the car running. You might not be able to see that from there, but you can't even hear it. A nice, quiet car in the Exceed, actually. We do have the center cluster there showing us currently we're in 2-wheel drive. I'll go into the 4-wheel drives in a moment for you. Over to the left, we do have our speedo here. Nice and legal in Australia. I do like having 110 den in the center. Makes it nice and easy to live with, and it gets a bit silly from there onwards. Over to the left a little bit, we're going to go left and we're going to go up just for something different here. We have an electrochromatic mirror in this car. You can probably see myself because I can see the camera there as well. Hello people. What happens with that, if someone has HID headlights like we do, or maybe their headlights are aligned up into the sky, what will happen is this mirror will automatically dim down for you. No more flicking a switch. When they go away, the mirror will brighten up again, allowing you to see clearly. Going up from there again, we've obviously got our little switches here for the lights. Now I'm going to get my camera. Actually, I'm going to mention something. I used to love these. Driving up the Hume in the afternoon, you put your thing across here, you still get blinded. You've got a little thing to cover across the side part. This car is made for touring, and that just, when you're on a big highway, really nice feature to have. Now my cameraman's got ahead of me while I digressed into Hume stories there. We do have the the DVD screen here. One thing I will note is a bit dirty, will be coming up on the camera here. There's a bit of dirt in here. I will have our detailer go over that after this video has concluded, actually. But one thing to note is that does not show up in the rear vision mirror. The roof does go up enough that that doesn't block your mirror, so the kids can watch the TV and you don't get obstructed. Really good feature, that. Pop it away, never have to see it again if you don't want to. Coming down, we'll go back to the front here because we're sort of going all over the place for this video. Up the top, we do have our little information screen here. It's currently telling us that I have decreased 100 meters in my drive, which I haven't. I've gone about 2. You hit info, you can change it to barometer. You've got that's not the date. You can turn it completely off. We're currently not getting that because it's only just been reset. And obviously we've got 190 kilometers of range. We haven't done any kilometers. And the outside temperature is currently 21 degrees and it's been floating around a little bit. Coming down from there, we've got our Rockford Fosgate system. This includes the MMCS system. It's currently on navigation and it is showing our secret location here of Berwick Mitsubishi at 20-32 Kangan Drive. I've let the secret out, don't tell anyone. On here you do have all of your options for audio as well. You hit audio button here, it will come up with currently listening to apparently Hamish and Andy on the Fox. But you do have the ability to hit mode there as well, and it brings up all of our items here, including my favourite one on a car, Bluetooth audio. Because Hamish and Andy like to talk a lot, as do all the radio stations at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, I listen to music off my phone so you can have music instead of talking. Coming down from there a little bit, we'll just switch it back to map. Coming down from there, we do have our climate control. Single zone in this car because really it's one zone inside the doors of a car. It does have rear air conditioning as well, so you can actually bake the people in the third row if you're feeling, you want to. Coming down a little bit further, we'll come over here a little bit. We do have the option to turn off the rear sensors. The reason you do that is if you have a trailer hooked up and you're reversing, you don't need it beeping at you constantly to tell you you've got a trailer on board. Obviously you can turn the traction control system off in this car as well, probably useful if you're on mud or sand where you might want a little bit of wheel spin, as well as we've got our electronic brake controller here just to make sure you can tow really, really well with this vehicle, combined with the Anderson plug as well, set up and ready to tour. We're going to go this way again. We will move the shifter out of the way a little bit. Car jiggles around a little bit there. We've got a little storage nook for things, business cards as well as in here we've got a 12-volt socket. Over here, one of my favourite features as well, we've got heated seats. Low is a nice setting. High will bake you, but good to start off with in the morning and then switch it to low, as well as a setting I use a lot. Makes this car very, very, very capable. You put rear diff lock on this, what'll happen is if you pick up a rear wheel off the ground when you're four-wheel driving, it will make sure that both wheels keep spinning. Even in a limited slip differential, if you don't have that, the inside wheel will spin if you pick it up off the ground. That feature will keep you going anywhere off-road. Pop the shifter back into P, but as I did it, I probably should mention something because my camera always tells me I forget. We do have a reversing camera in this. It is mounted to the spare tyre. The red line means stop. If you keep going after that, you'll see things crashing into your car. Coming in there, pop that back in park. Nice wood grain surround around here as well as chrome trim. We were mentioning the rear diff lock before. You only really would use that when you're actually in need of picking up a wheel off the ground. So pretty rare to use, but this you might use. Too high, where you'd leave it 90% of the time to save on fuel. 4 high is if you're on dirt roads. 4 high locked centre will distribute 50% of the power to the front, 50 to the back. And then 4 low locked centre will go anywhere, especially with combined with a rear diff lock. You can cross any mountain and ford any stream. That sort of works actually. There you go. We've got our little area here to store things. You'll see I've got the little keys to the car I just did a review of as well as 2 cup holders. In the Pajero you do have an adjustable armrest so you can pull it forward for a long journey. Pop that back, lift it up. Got a little nook here, it is carpeted so your coins can live in the lap of luxury in there. Pop that forward, lift that up. We have our cavernous little hole here. It does have the remote for the DVD unit just hiding away in there, as well as a 12-volt socket hidden deep down there as well. Now, a lot of talking about all the features. Let's look at some of the condition of this car inside. You'll notice at the front we do have the Exceed floor mats, both front and back, as well as obviously the Paris leather. At the back there, the rear air conditioning controls, so the kiddies can play with their own air conditioning settings. Now I did something a little different here. I've actually got that rear seat set up in full sleep mode. This car can be set up to full bolt upright like a church pew, or you can recline it to any point to make yourself completely comfortable. Yet again, a great reason to go touring in this car. While you're panning around in this car, back to me, I'll grab the service books. Now, it was a private owner car, which is something I like to see. You don't need the German lady named Hertz owning your car before you. Moving forward on this little service book here, we'll go see that's been serviced really well. We've been serviced the 15,000 kilometre service intervals on the Pajero, serviced at 15,000, serviced again at 30, but then it was serviced early at 41, so 5,000 kilometres early. Then it was serviced at 53, so still early, and then it's been serviced at 70 with us. So it's actually been on its perfect servicing pretty much all the way through. You'll notice we probably have actually done another one after the 70, seeing as the car is at 84,000. It came into stock this morning. So I'd say our service department will have stamped, I see the hint of a stamp right there. It is stamped on the other page. So there you go, full service history, great condition outside, amazing car. Thank you for watching this video walk around tour of our 2013 Pajero Exceed. As I've demonstrated, amazing condition both inside and out. Unmarked alloy wheels, almost perfect tyres on it. The only thing on the whole car is a tiny little nick there and a tiny little nick at the back. The rare Paris leather option inside, Rockford Fosgate audio as well, navigation, automatic headlights that are HIDs, automatic wipers, set up with an Anderson plug at the back, electronic brake control. This car is ready to go wherever you want to go. Do give us a call on 9709 2999 and don't forget to ask your salesperson about a 5-year mechanical protection plan that does apply to this car, which we now include 5 years of roadside assist in as well, on top of the remaining factory warranty of this vehicle. Thank you for watching.